it when they said your husband bled profusely. When you knew it was just a minor cut. You came here and said it was just a minor cut. But police released a statement, said he bled profusely. You allowed that to stay for 1 year and they arrested people because of that. Where is your conscience? Where is the conscience of people following you? And you think because you want to cling to the title of a widow, which you can't be questioned. This is the case of homicide. You don't deserve the title of a widow yet. You deserve the title of a suspect because it is a murder case, a murder that happened right before your face. And it is not clear yet. Don't use the title widow to deceive and to gather unnecessary sympathy so that you can escape justice. It's unacceptable. The only time it will be befitting for you is if together we all allow that justice be served and the truth is established. That is when we will know whether you deserve the title of a widow or not. If he was not murdered, you can cling on to the widowship. But in this case, if he was murdered, and people that came in, you knew them. People that attended to him, you knew them. The public has not seen them. And the truth is not coming out yet. Then you cannot categorically tell us, don't include me because I am... How do you determine you are innocent? Not even when your brother-in-law accused you. If it was not Adura that shutted me up, why did you reject him? Why did you remove your lawyer from helping and standing in for Adura? What brought about the quarrel? Who are you deceiving? Your lawyer came to Zone 2 and said, we stopped working for Adura. You lied again against me. You came publicly and said, I refuse to go and see the video. They've invited me to come and see the video in the command Ikeja. Aren't you ashamed of yourself that I went to the same command they refused to show me? How much were you paid to cover it up? What is going on? You and your followers should be ashamed of yourself. That, can you imagine? Why are you not attacking the police? Why haven't you shown your Mifabi or book a date? Ask that the police should give you time and me the same time. In the same command, and they should bring the phone and play it for me and you. Bring a 2 witness and I bring a 2 witnesses. You dignity for the reputation of your man, and you'll be claiming his name for everything. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You said, oh, Mohbad was not in the video. That it was a fight between you and his old-time friend. Only what is Zomo Legonja no video here, Mohbad will record. That was what you said. And the same Zomo came out and said that was a lie. It was actually you and Mohbad that was fighting. And you had a weapon. Make it make sense. And now the police are still shielding that. Whether it is 3 years video, whether it is 19th century video, whether it is September 11 or September 12 video, let us see. You should be ashamed of yourself. Widow indeed. You are a widow. Widow not only. Look at a widow. The legacy of your husband, look at what you're doing. Nigerian police, you want to eat up the polity because it's now getting closer to clarity that you are shooting and you're trying to cover up for a murderer. If not, you will let us see that phone and the content of that phone. The Inspector General of Police, we are demanding that you should use your good office to allow for plainness. Police under your watch should humbly, honorably, if they cannot release the contents, they should act on the content of that video and effect the right arrest and let justice be served. If not, we'll put the blood of Mohbad on all the hands of the top echelons. will put the blood of Mohbad into the hands of the IG, the AIG, and the Commissioner of Police. We will keep mentioning your names and we will say the blood of Mohbad is in your hand. Are you not bimoti now? Igbabelo loku. Check it with my bagelo kama woni. Nigerian youth, there is no two ways about it. I have been screaming, I've been shouting on this particular phone. Where they took the 3 seconds video. I've been to Mohbad's house. Nigerian police, we are going to be holding you responsible for covering up the murderers of Mohbad. You saw what is in the video and you are using the office of the Nigerian police to cover up the murderers. Prove us wrong. Act on the content of our phone. It is becoming a shameful thing. The whole world is aware. The youth are aware. The human rights community are aware of what is going on. Does that mean that the Nigerian police have got a prize to cover up murderers? The girl keep coming out to lie upon lies. Your commissioner of police said Mohbad bled profusely. Immediately after he hit his hand, the wife who witnessed said nothing happened to the hand. The hospitals, they confirmed to the police Mohbad was brought in dead. Wummi said 20 minutes after. At the end of the day, spending the nurse, if care is not taken, they will be going down for a long time in prison, because the moment they refuse to conceal the truth and the key evidence surfaces, how they will escape a serious, rigorous prison terms. Where is the death certificate? Ask why they took the body home and not the mortuary. Mohbad was a Christian. He was a celebrity. He is still a celebrity. Why would that? This is quite preposterous. Fola Shade, Mohbad's sister, said, I saw blood. Many blood. Please power tap, guys. Let's take it to 50,000 before I continue talking. I've got so many other things I want to play. Please power tap. Let's take it to 50,000 so that it will be stronger. And thank you all for your gift. I can see the gift, so it's going to make it stronger, because they're claiming they went to the chemist to get first aid. First aid for which bleeding? Bleeding since Sunday. Make it make sense. Are we slaves? Can we continue in sin and ask that the grace should abound? Can we continue to ask that Nigeria should get better? The president of Nigeria is working hard every day. He wants to leave a good legacy. What will be your legacy? What will be your legacy? Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, I am suing you to the court of conscience. You are a public servant and not a slave merchant. You are a public servant and not a slave merchant. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Except you want to take many lives as usual, because we will protest and it will happen very, very soon. We will not notify ẹ fún ọmọ kékeré kan láyè kó máa ṣọwọ́ sí mi lára. ìhòòhò báyìí lákàrà wà tí mo wọ́n ti ṣoge. Bring your guns, come and arrest me, but make sure you give Mohbad justice. Inspector General of Police, come and arrest me for asking that your officer, you should release that phone and act on the content and ensure that whoever is in the video are arrested and they pay for the crime. Feel free to arrest me, lie against me, persecute me, but give Mohbad justice. Give Mohbad justice. But when you're arresting me, make sure you provide 3 square meal. I must not go hungry. Why our IG will post officers to state commands and then they ask them if did you ask them to be aiding and abetting murderers? You are the only authority. You are the number 1 authority. We don't want this thing in our society again. We want everybody to be safer. We want reduced labor on Nigerian police officers. We want everybody to rise up to understand that criminality has no place in the society. How much more murder? How can you think you will take the life of another person and you will rest? How can murderers have the effrontery to insult, to talk down on people that are demanding for justice, to talk down on a human rights organization under your watch? Murderers for that matter, suspects for that matter. Inspector General of Police, the Nigerian people will come and will rise up against you if you don't act and ensure the truth comes out in this Mohbad's case. And you call them Bobby, and you call them Fualonge. You are not feeding us. You are not clothing us. If we demand for truth and justice, the biggest power you have is to ensure that we get justice, or you ask that they should start taking the lives of people's innocent children. And we are ready to give you our blood. We are ready to give it to you. What a shame. Is this policing or business? They turn police job to business center. Tell you for free. If the evidence comes out, spending the nurse, the Jebami, that they would never be having Miss Denemo. They will be facing serious criminal charges. Wummi Cynthia Aloba will be facing heavy, serious criminal charges. Adura Aloba will be facing serious criminal charges. And every other person that reflects in that evidence. Except they come quickly now and they confess and they say their part and exonerate themselves. The phone in your command in Lagos State that has the evidence of how Mohbad was spied. Your police officers were not the ones that investigated it. It was gifted to Justice for Mohbad's struggle by Almighty God because Mohbad needs justice. Attempt to continue to cover it up. The public will come out and will protest this act of criminality from police under your watch. You are a respected Nigerian. Your children know we should respect you. Even your children want justice for Mohbad. You should want justice for Mohbad. That video evidence, clear-cut evidence, that will make us to even trust and renew our trust and dignity in the Nigerian police. You need to release that video now and ensure that you act immediately. Arrest all those inside the video that took Mohbad's life. That is where the truth is lying. That was the time Mohbad's life was taken. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. Ask the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State to do the needful. Under your watch, they want to use the Nigerian police to aid and abet a murderer. And the murderer, they are thinking they are above the law. Who are they? How many are they? We have only one police command, and it's headed by you, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun. Under your watch, you are trying to make the Nigerian public look stupid in spite of a clear-cut evidence. I am an actor. I'm a human rights advocate. And I believe in this country, Nigeria. I am an adult and a member of the voting public. I am not a slave in Nigeria. Get the truth out, because it came to you and your officers are covering it. We don't know whether you instructed them. But whatever they do it under your name. They do it under your name. You are a parent yourself. The boy is in the morgue. We cannot continue to allow this to continue. It's becoming new setting. The wife is coming out to give us lies upon lies and inciting the public. We believe in your goodwill and in your good office. We will not stop mentioning your name. We will not stop screaming out, and we will start protesting very soon. We will protest heavily, except you will kill or you will lie against people like us, and as usual, put us in your cells. You either do the two, either of the two. You either stand by the public and give us justice in terms of Mohbad, and the society gets sanitized, or you assume through dirty means you bring up fictitious charges and then find a way to send us to prison. But I'm ready, I'm willing. Please do whatever you want to do, but ensure Mohbad gets justice. In that phone to still be sitting at the police command. They've lied against me. The Wummi has been to TV stations, and if you because you find me coming to TikTok to fight for justice, you think I am a that low life, saying all sort of nonsense.
Everybody.
How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm very fine, and you?
Thank God.
Anyways, we are just looking. We don't know. Police are not impressing at all. And this is a red flag for we abroad that have children. How do we bring our children home? She think about no. She bashi mama so justice. Because if we can't get this justice for this guy, then Nigeria is gone. We all know Nigeria is a mess already, but then not up to this extent. If only Wummi can be pushing Nigeria.
I think they are flagging.
Back.
They are flagging.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Me, I can hear you very well.
I can hear you for 10 minutes. Toma clearer, Toma certain with what we have now is to peacefully protest heavily. It is our fundamental right now, because the government and the police, they have right to do what they are doing with that new evidence now. No.
They even know, no, they know they are not right. They know they don't have right to all these things they are doing.
And then the public have got right to protest in this case now. There is a legitimate.
But then, no, is that not what you wanted to do the other day and they stop it?
No, the point is this, my dear sister. If we try the first time and they gave us that kind of audience, new commissioner now.
Yeah.
So the next thing is we should be preparing for a serious peaceful protest, because at the end of the day, the feelers that we are getting is that the same.
But then, Mr. Yomi, there's one thing about this Nigeria of 18 is must everything come with violence before they will know the right of the people.
No,
and this girl is working freely. That is, they have given room to many of these to come again. To want to share anything to over to Wanile. And we are talking about somebody's life here. That girl have been there for the past, going to be 2 years, almost 26 years old.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé bó ṣe rí sìn àwa táwọn represent the public kò sí owó tí everybody tó ń donate wọn bá tó donate o mobilization lè mí rí fi ṣe ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn ò lè èmi ò lè gbé owó fún wọn pé ẹgbàá millions kẹwàá justice fún Mohbad. The only thing I have been doing and that I've done, which is normal and statutory, is to use what is donated to mobilize. If any the motto ni can so motto. If I so tell ni, if I shake back àwọn yẹn àṣìṣe yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ẹni tá sọ yìí, wọ́n á gbé owó ńlá lọ fún wọn.
Oh no, no, sir. Must it be about the rich and poor? Must it be about the masses and the rich ones? No, life, all life matters. Exactly. All lives, whether rich, whether poor, we all matters. All life matters. Then there is no hope again in that country. It's only left for rich people to live.
We have to come out and fight for the soul of this country by protesting peacefully. Because at the end of the day, gbogbo àwọn tó bá ní kí lè fẹ́ protest fún ǹjọ́ tó bá bá ewúro Ọlátúnjí yẹn sìn. Let's assume the mother is somewhere saying kí lè fẹ́ protest fún wọ́n gbà tó pọmọ tí wọ́n sì wọ́n expect ká lọ́ọ́ bí wọ́n.
Wọ́n pariwo síta gbogbo nǹkan táwọn public yìí ṣe lọ́n fara mọ́ nítorí ẹ̀mí sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Mohbad ó lọ́ gan family àná ìwọ́n accord ìyọ̀tọ̀ yẹ kí màmá ẹ̀ pariwo pé ìwọ ìyàwó tó wà ń lé kí ló ṣọmọ. And no more bleed profusely àbí kí ló pé lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òyìnbó rárá tó ń lò wọ́n. All bleed after bleeding where is the okay níbo ni gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ ta rí yẹn tí Kàrímọ́ gbé jáde pẹ̀lú jacket wọ́n green top. Níbo lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ ti jáde kò jẹ́ pé àpá tó fi hàn wá yẹn that little saw làwọn ọmọdé yẹn máa ti jáde.
Òun náà ti bọ́ta sọ look at the video she did. She's not doing interview. Mohbad ló ti jáde pé wàá lóore ó fẹ́ lọ ó máa tán ni pé lọ ṣe media tour so that
that girl she's out to kill herself. Now she can't even respond back to BDM because that one òun ló lọ fọ́ kékeré gbá ńlá lọ́dọ̀ BDM and that was stated.
What is there now is that she will think she's coming to do a media tour that will make her gather sympathy, do this and that, but unfortunately, she's on a mission to expose herself the more. Because at the end of the day, she's been changing everything police said from the beginning at the first investigation. Story to change. She, as the eyewitness, somebody who was there, is now giving a different narrative to what the police had already given as part of the investigation and the preliminary report. That means either she lied to the police then, or the police only concocted that report for whatever reason or purpose.
Àròyé TV rèé ẹ láìkì ẹ subscribe kẹ́ sì máa follow.
Òkè la wà téńté.